Hello everyone, welcome back. Round 5 of 5 here in Swiss for the GameSwap Mason Standard PPTQ. We got Dakota Howell back again. Green-White Legends, he needs him. He wins, he's in. Jason Tobias, actually no, Dakota has 6 points coming to this round. He's 2-2. He needs to win and get some help. Yeah. Jason Tobias though, he has 9 points. He wins, he's in with, you ready for this? Blue-Red Wizards.
He's the Wizards player.
He is the Wizards player,
so
that is correct, yes.
A loss and then he won out, right?
One extra Mason.
At least one up to yeah. So we're gonna have we have the top 3 tables splitting. Well, actually no, we have table 2 and 3 splitting. That's 4 9-pointers locked in. We got Taylor Gunn with a 10-pointer. He's playing. He wants to be on the play in top 8. He's playing against a 9-pointer, Eric Strootman. Eric is not 1,000% locked, so he's got to win to make sure he's in. He has a good chance still of coming in, but again, he's if he wants, he controls his own destiny at least. That's all you can ask for.
He's Eric. I mean, Eric has the better tiebreakers, even if he loses.
It's be interesting. There's some pretty bad tiebreakers coming in compared to some of the X2s.
Eric has bad tiebreakers.
Eric has pretty bad tiebreakers.
I thought he had really
no, he does not. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens here, especially since Jason Tobias is on Wizards. Many people thinking maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Birdie Wynn, who was in top 8 with good old blue-black control, that good old deck everyone said was bad. Birdie Wynn saying you are all very wrong about that. It's still a good deck. Interesting enough, he was trying to make Wizards a thing, and Jason Tobias proving that it could be a thing. Matthew, wouldn't it be great if Jason plays Burning in top 8 and beats him? Throws it away. Bernie is behind us right now.
Yeah. Bernie was thinking about playing Wizards. I know he was talking about it sometime during last week.
We're going to talk to Bernie a little bit, see how...
He played it online, decided it was a bad deck, which I agree. Yeah, it's not the best.
Decent, but it's not good enough.
Yeah, it's not good enough for the PPTQ.
I felt like, you know, Saprolings are nice. They're decent, they're good, but it's not good enough.
It's a deck you're going to bring to your FNM, but not to your competitive REL event to a newish or pretty new standard format.
Jason assigned that hand of 7, not good enough to keep. He's going to ship it.
I feel like Wizards has fine mulligans, though. It just seems like they can run off of 3 lands.
I don't know what his build is. We tested Wizards a little bit. It seemed really strong, really important about Teppo and, you know, playing at instant speed and making sure it can get some card advantage. It all depends on the build, though. I know Justin Gebbing had a tempo build. Jason might be having more a card advantage build.
Yeah, you're not supposed to pile shuffle multiple times, but...
Remember, it's not pile shuffling, it's pile counting, because that's all you're doing. You're counting in a pile.
We'll have our streamer tell him that for future purposes.
Yeah. This is... It came into effect in Kaladesh, I believe.
We're also going to reset the clock because they have their separate clock, and their clock starts when they start playing.
Yeah. We'll make sure people have enough time to get going. So, again, top 8 decks for sure. Taylor Gunn, Green-Black Constrictor. We have Bernie Wynn, Blue-Black Control. Adam Bowman, Mono-Red Gift. Bernie, who did you draw with? Do you remember who you drew with?
I saw his name.
You drew him a high, so Naya Monsters in. So we got for sure Blue-Black Control, Green-Black Constrictor, Naya Monsters, and Mono-Red Gift for sure in top 8.
Quick reminder, we will have all of their deck lists.
Yes.
So
Eric Strootman is on Blue-White Control. He's hoping to defeat Taylor Gunn to lock on the top 8.
Yep. And that's like our only. We haven't had a Blue-White Control deck on camera yet, have we?
Adam Olds, you have to pay me $1,000 to get a Valor Kit. If by the end of the night if we get $1,000 in donations, I will eat a Valor Kit on camera.
Really, dude? I feel like it would take. Dude, I feel like I would do it for like $25.
Well, there you go. Matthew will eat one for $25 donations. I'll eat one for $1,000.
I'll eat one for $1,000 too.
It's a piece of.
And Bernie too. Bernie too eat ones for $1,000.
I mean, especially if I get to eat it in a sandwich like Robert, I feel like that's really easy.
No, if you give me $1,000, I'll eat it straight up.
I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Well, I guess if you like take a bite in the sandwich and it's like, you know how sandwiches are like chewy and your like teeth go straight through it, but then when you bite the cardboard, it's just gonna get like you're not gonna be able to like rip through it, you know.
Jason's looking at 5 and he missed his land jump, but he gets a Sulfur Falls. We're still live. He's gonna lightning strike. He's gonna strike the elf instead of bolting the bird. He's striking the elf. Dakota's follow up to that's gonna be no turn 3 Karn. I know we really wanted that. Just plays a Harvester and passes.
So Bernie Wen has been saying that Blue Red Wizards doesn't have that great card advantage, and the other thing is, Dakota's creatures are just better.
Dakota creatures are far better.
I think he has like, I want to say he has the best creatures out of all the decks in Standard.
It's possible, but you know what's a really good card to play in the deck? A card that fits in any deck?
Karn?
Yes.
I don't say it fits in every deck, but it
literally could fit in every deck because it's 4 colorless mana.
But
Jason just says this card seems pretty good.
Jason probably has no way other than a braid to kill Aether Sphere, and he probably only runs like 2.
Yeah, how many braids did Justin play in his Wizards list?
I played 0 at mine.
I don't think he played any. Dakota's going to take up the Karn.
So this
Jason's going to give him a Haship Oasis. Karn has the ability to take over this game very easily with Jason. No real way to deal with it.
Especially with a Harvester.
Here's an opt end the turn from Jason.
I don't think Jason has a way to deal with that, especially with 2 lands.
So Jason should have opted during his main phase because he was missing land drops.
Jason had the option to opt main phase, get the prowess as well.
He missed
He has his land drop number 3. I think he has a Champion of Wits in hand too.
So if he would have opted last turn.
Yeah, so if he opted last turn, he could have made the land drop. Which is pretty
He's going to play Adeliz. Karn's going to take 3 damage off of this. But I imagine here Dakota's going to start adding to this board to get some blockers out there.
Yep.
That's a pretty good blocker in Lyra Dawnbringer
and I'm pretty
off
sure
the top.
Karn is nowhere near death. He can just plus up to 4, play Lyra.
And Blue Red has no way to kill Lyra.
Oh, he can just flat out minus play Lyra and just go, good luck.
And the only way Jason has to kill Lyra is double Wizard's Lightning. Or, or like Lightning Strike, Wizard's Lightning.
Yeah, he used Lightning Strike from the elf.
Him being on the mulligan as well, chances of that happening are so low, it's pretty much irrelevant. Lyra should just take over this game.
Now, in the sideboard, Jason may or may not have access to Fight with Fire, which would deal 5 for Lyra, but mainboard, I highly doubt it. They're going to tick up the Karn. He sees Shalai land. Unsurprisingly, Jason gives him that land.
Not huge, but Dakota could have waited for his land drop before Jason decided.
Follows it up with a Lyra Dawnbringer, and now Jason needs a lot of help. Now, of note, Soulscar Mage would deal non-combat damage via counters.
So if he has double burn spell, he gets to kill Lyra.
This is 2 mana, 3 mana. He's a Champion of Wit, so there's no burn spell in Jason's hand currently.
Champion is a wizard. For those who don't know, it's a Naga wizard, I believe.
Yes.
So that is relevant with Adeliz. He discarded another Champion of Wits and something else that I couldn't quite hear. Which wizard is this one? Is this the one that does damage to a creature?
Pulling it up right now.
Can we pull this card up on camera?
These get 2 Lava Runner.
Get 2 Lava Runner.
Yes, as long as there are 2 or more instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard, get 2 Lava Runner. Gets +1, +0, and haste.
I hate this card.
Why do you hate that card?
It's a 1-drop, and I mean, it's not bad in his deck, but I just feel like he's trying to play burn now.
Yeah, like there's the get 2 Journey Mage, which would deal with his opponents.
Like,
so it doesn't.
I would rather him play another burn spell over this card.
Yeah, they're gonna get in there 5. He goes to 25. Jason down to 15, and Dakota's follow up is probably gonna be Shalai.
I would like to see a Shalai.
How about an Ixalan's Binding?
Actually, that's even better.
Goodbye, Adelis. That's pretty important because Adelis' prowess buffs the team of wizards.
Also, how does Ixalan's Binding work with Eternalizing? Because Eternalizing isn't casting the spell, so you should be able to Eternalize.
It's Eternalize and Abominable triggered abilities. Yeah. That's why you're able to disallow it, because you're disallowing the ability.
So there's no reason to Binding the champion.
Who was that?
Adam Bowman is a guy I've never seen before. He's like a bigger set guy. He might have been wearing like a...
So we were told that Adam Bowman's table is also playing, and Adam Bowman is locked. His opponent would not be locked in.
So Adam Bowman is the other person with 10 points. So basically what they're doing is playing to get a better seat in the top.
Yeah, they're locked in. No matter what happens, they're locked in. So they want to make sure they are on the play, and they have the potential to knock people out, too.
Yeah. Okay,
Jason's just going to scoop it up.
Oh, he's playing Justin Strickland.
Justin Strickland is the opponent. Justin was on Black-Red Aggro. So that's both top table 1 and 2 playing in. Green-Black Control versus Green-Black Constricted versus Blue-White Control.
That should be a good matchup, the gift deck against Black-Red.
It could be. I mean...
These are both pretty aggressive deck openers, so I mean... Should be.
One has the combo finish. One has some decent removal.
Yeah. All right, so Dakota's looking at his baffling ends right away, and he's gonna bring him in. Thopter Rust is another card. Again, it's all these white exile enchantments.
Yeah. You know what's really good against? You know what baffling is really good against?
What?
Decks that don't play Meta Malice.
Yeah. So, I was talking to Ted earlier, and he said Dakota actually told him that he cited out all of his white enchantment removal in Game 3, just because he got so tilted from the hexproof from white. He just took it all out. He's just like, you know what? I'm done with this, alright? It's all gone.
Dakota is actually not what a match since then.
Yeah, so he started at 2-0, right? And then he just
Yeah,
lost
from
off.
2-0, 0-2.
Yeah.
Still alive for top 8. Well, of course, Jason, if he wins, he's just in. Dakota needs to win, maybe get some help.
So we were talking about subscriber goals earlier. So I've been doing some thinking, and I think we could probably pull off
some live legacy. I think
some live legacy. Yes. Whether it might not be an actual event, but we could for sure get some matches streamed.
Because people love watching live Magic, correct?
Correct.
People
love best Magic.
people love watching Legacy, correct?
Yes. So why not both?
Exactly. So if you want to see that happen, make sure you support us. Whether it's
We've already gotten 2 subs tonight.
Yeah.
And
subs like that help us do events like today. Help us expand upon our.
So both those subs are going to go towards the sub goal.
It helps expand upon our weeknight Magic events because we want to add to Monday, correct?
How many subs is the sub goal?
I think you said 25.
Yeah,
25.
So we're gonna make this a longer one. So we're gonna do 25, and the moment we hit that, we're gonna start Legacy. All right.
Yep. Our storm count is currently 2.
Storm counts 2.
A Legacy tournament or Legacy just play?
Just a Legacy event.
A Legacy event, yeah. So we can host our own event here at the store, or we can
Because
see the store wants to host.
We have the Thursday Night Mono League, which was partly the brainchild of one Bernie Win. It helped really increase the exposure in terms of the coverage we offer you, and in terms of the players available here in the store.
Personally, I know 10 people who own a Legacy deck, and those are just from people I personally know. Are locals.
I actually had someone at a SUG Classic ask me when we're doing Legacy again.
Yeah. The other thing is, I think all these players are playing different decks except for 2 of them who are both playing Death and Taxes.
Billy has like all the decks.
Yeah, and apparently Billy Caminos, for those who don't know who he is, he has like all the decks is what I'm being told, which is pretty good. So we can get a huge meta.
So Jason's going to attack and in combat opt.
So if you guys want to see some Legacy, drop a sub. That'd be sweet.
Dakota takes 2 down to 18.
This is a pretty good start for Jason.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he has a second land drop, though. That's the only thing. No, he does not.
Wait, he doesn't have... Oh, wow. It's just terrible. Never mind. I just assumed he had the second... Why did he... This was a 7? He didn't mulligan at all?
No, Jason kept 7. Dakota...
He kept 7 on the play.
Dakota gets the baffling end.
Mulligans very poorly.
Okay, so...
All the cards suck.
Bernie, with an emphatic statement saying that Wizards mulligans poorly because all the cards are, quotes, bad.
I've played the game. I played the deck online. It does not mulligan very well.
So I can see he had 2 Soulscar Mage. So I can see him trying to keep a 1-lander with 2 1-drops.
Draws the mountain, so he's getting there on lands, but again, he's staring down a 3/4 now.
Yeah, that's really rough.
3/4 and a bunch of white removal that actually targets the creatures Jason plays.
Yep. So he's attacking for 1. If I'm Dakota, I'm thinking that he has a Lightning Strike.
Yeah.
Lightning Strike would.
Not only does it kill the Bronzedon, it also saves the Soulscar Mage.
Yes.
And
He's a distributed snake 1/1.
Basically, effectively killing the Bronzedon, anyways.
Dakota's just gonna take it down to 17. Imagine we see a chart of course here. Nope.
Okay, this is a 2-mana 2/1 Naga Wizard with Afflict 2. For those who know what Afflict is, and Prowess.
It's back from
this card was so much fun in Limited.
Our Devastation, correct?
Yes, Our Devastation. For those who don't know what Afflict is, it says whenever this creature becomes blocked, it does X damage to your opponent, where X is the Afflict number.
Limited, it was probably
Dakota playing the
one of the best blue commons.
Yeah, it was. I had it pretty highly ranked on my list of commons and Limited in general.
Dakota dropping in a Rishkar. Jason's shocking response to the Rishkar trigger. Is that a Joyra that drawed there from Jason?
Is that a Joyra? Why would he play
Dalis.
Joyra?
Okay, wasn't make sure of the art. Two in the air from Jason.
I don't think
Dakota
Joyra
down
really
to
does
15.
Jason anything.
No, it doesn't.
Seems a little silly.
So this is how Blue-Red Wizards wins. They have to have the Adeliz synergy. Adeliz is very, very strong with any, spells. So if he builds up a big board and just attacks with like 2 spells, all of Dakota's blocks are bad.
Yeah, so Adeliz is very important for this.
Dakota, maybe realizing this, that his blocks are bad, just swings in there for 4, puts Jason down to 16, and here's going to be an Excellence Binding on the follow-up.
That's pretty aggressive from Dakota. He has to the Adeliz, though, which is huge, because now Jason can cast another one, and I don't think he has a way to deal with the binding. And his colors in general, really. He can maybe
bounce it.
Yeah, he can bounce it, but even that's not great.
That was one of the most aggressive attacks I've seen.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that attack either, especially since none of Jason's creatures fly, and Jason also plays Burn that can target players. I guess if he gets a Shalai out, he can avoid some of that targeted burn, but even then, it's still.
Here's a chart, of course, from Jason. He's gonna look at some cards.
So Dakota's getting smacked in the face for at least 5 this turn.
Yeah, I like this chart before. Even if you're discarding a card, getting the prowess is big.
The reason he charted before is because he has double chart.
So double prowess.
Before, he's gonna chart again after. So 1 before and 1 after combat. Or no.
Plays another spell waiver. Dakota down at 10.
So Dakota's at 10. So he has 5 damage on the board currently. 1 spell makes that 8 damage. So if he can get 2 spells off, he technically has lethal, but Dakota's not going to let that happen.
No, Dakota's not going to attack. This is 5 mana.
Lyra?
This is Lyra, a foil.
Foil.
The foil Lyra Dawnbringer.
How much is foil Lyra at right now?
A lot of money.
Yeah.
So Jason needs a fight with fire or a bounce spell.
Yep. So it's not looking good for Jay. Didn't he lose the Lyra last game too?
Yes.
So
non-combat damage would add some counters to it off of Soul Scar Mage.
That's not that bad. It's only a $15 increase.
That is not a burn spell. That's a Champion of Wits. Lets him dig for the burn spell.
So the other thing is a burn spell just hitting Lyras is good in general because it gives it -1/-1 counters, which prevents life gain. So even if you can get a Wizard's Lightning here, that's still huge. And would you swing even if you don't have the Lightning and you just want to bait it? Because your dudes get prowess and
I don't know, I feel like
-1/-1 counters.
I feel like Dakota's almost.
See, I feel like Jason has the power to
hedge in the block.
Dakota is priced in the blocking, so that the block would not work.
Yeah, he has to block, otherwise he runs the risk of just dying.
That is true, yeah.
A Sheepy Oasis to play there from Dakota. Lets this ladder become a little bit bigger for the turn and take out half of Jason's life total if he wants to.
So Dakota attacking with Lyra puts Jason to 11 and Dakota to 15. It's a 10-point life swing.
This is 4 mana.
Which I don't think Jason can come back from.
This is a Shalai.
Okay,
Lyra now has Hexproof. Shalai also
and Dakota
has.
does as well.
Yeah,
so
Dakota has Hexproof. Shalai has Hexproof. I'm sorry.
No,
Lyra
Shalai does not.
Correct. I meant
Lyra
has Hexproof.
+1 and lifelink.
Yes. So in comes the 5/5 lifelinker. Dakota gains 5, goes to 15. Jason down to 11. Shalai is also now a 4/5 lifelinker.
Yes.
Follows up with this 4/4 Hexproof creature in Shayna.
Pretty sure Jason loses here.
Yeah, Jason needed to draw the right cards there to deal the damage to the prowess, did not. His champion wants to follow up. He now has to deal with this entire board. Might just be a little bit too much. Jason discards 2 cards. He's staring down 9 damage in the air, all of lifelink. Chosen Ginger asking, how is the Blue-Eye Rich deck? Is it a real thing? It is 3-1 currently, but you're seeing some of the problems it has. It just doesn't always have the right cards to line up in certain situations.
Especially, you just can't beat Lyra.
It does not mulligan well because the cards themselves aren't the best on their own. You have to go,
like it's just really poorly positioned right now.
As Bernie Wynn mentioned, he was tested online. It's just, if you go wide of Adelis, it's great. If you don't, it seems pretty miserable at the time, right?
Yeah. We'll have Bernie back here.
Well, Bernie's going to talk about blue-black and how it's still a darn good deck sometimes.
Right after this match, we'll have Bernie swap with me so we can get some good old commentary from Bernie about his opinions on the meta right now and how he feels about Standard, as well as his top 8 currently with blue-black. So you can ask him about Wizards then. Currently, Jason's swinging in.
With some prowess creatures.
Yeah,
this is a bolt.
Okay, so it does 3 damage
in the
to
form of -1, -1
yeah,
counters.
So
Social
Shalai's a 1/2.
Correct.
Flying lifelink.
Yes.
Okay, so Dakota's gonna take 3, go to 10.
But like
That
doesn't
yeah.
this just doesn't do enough.
Jason lost 2 dudes.
Jason lost creatures, and Dakota gets to.
He didn't even trade a creature, and Dakota's just gonna post some counters and everything.
Yeah, he gets to activate.
So the 2 die on Shalai's -1 counters.
And the first
to
counter from
clarify,
Rashidon was from the Rishkar.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have lethal, but he hits face with Lyra.
It will be a lethal attack, but Jason's ability to block
Actually,
some creatures.
I feel like Dakota can just swing with everything. He might leave back the
He
Brontodon.
can gain so much life.
Yeah, he's gonna gain
He's gonna
5,
gain
6, 8 life. I think it is here.
It's
More than that.
6, 7, 8. It should just be 8 life.
Why?
-1, -1 counters.
Oh, those are -1, -1.
Yeah, there's a negative.
Just gonna swing with the 1.
Okay, so it's a 12-point life swing,
Yeah.
which is
Jason gets
all
to 5.
he needed to do because
Dakota
it
up to
puts
16.
Jason to 5, which is still the turn 2
Yeah.
clock that we would have had anyways.
That and Jason has no cards in hand going to 1, and he needs to answer 2 cards because he cannot target Lyra
Didn't see what it
currently.
drew, but it didn't look.
Wizard counterspell.
It was what it was.
Just extends the hand. Dakota Howell. He gets the win. That's step number 1 for
How
Dakota.
do the Angels have -1/-1 counters?
Soulscar Mage.
Alrighty, we're gonna come back to the commentary booth here. Bernie Wen.
Birdie's gonna step in for a little bit. Talk about blue black control.
Give -1/-1 counters.
The Shalai have the -1 counters because the